Right guys, I'm here for my 3D scan with the Clinical Imaging Science Centre. We had a scan appointment yesterday with the surgeons, so obviously we're seeing what happens. Obviously they're planning on operating within 4 weeks, so hopefully the imaging will be good and everything will be sorted and we'll know what's going on. Alright guys, obviously as just said, we're at the Clinical Imaging Science Centre. They're doing my scan today. We had the appointment yesterday. The surgeon's pretty sure they can get rid of 80 to 90% of this tumour. They're pretty confident it's a stage 2 because 85% of stage 2s present themselves with a seizure as the first warning, so which means that there is a high possibility that I won't need chemo radiotherapy afterwards. But obviously they won't know until they do the operation and send it off for biopsy to find out exactly what it is. So that'll be a couple of weeks after the operation. They're on about operating within a month. So yeah, it's all good news. Obviously I can't drive for a year, so it's just a case of making the best of the situation and doing whatever I can do to get this thing sorted out. So they're going to be cutting me open from here right up over, peeling back, taking my skull away. This imaging 3D scanner today, they're going to get me to do tasks to find out how my brain activity works. So when they do the operation, they'll be getting me to do the same task to see how the brain activity is working. And obviously if he's scooping the bits of tumour out, if he touches something he shouldn't and the brain activity changes, then he knows he's got to stop and move to a different area and get more of it out that way. So we will keep you posted guys, and yeah, we'll let you know how it goes. I'm feeling okay. I don't feel unwell. A little bit tired here and there, but which to be expected. But yeah, so within 4 weeks hopefully it'll be operated on, and yeah, it'll be full recovery and I'll be back to doing normal things. See you later guys, thank you. Yep.
So what will happen, very similar to what you just saw, words will come up on the screen and I want you to think about the opposite meaning of the word that you read up there.
Okay.
So I'll show you what it looks like. And then similar to what you just saw, the lines, if they're all in one direction, you'll have buttons to press. If they're all going the same direction, I want you to press the button. If they're in opposite directions, you do nothing.
Right, okay,
right?
Yeah.
So after you think of the word that is the opposite meaning, you have to just press one of the buttons that I give you as well. Doesn't matter which one.
What, and say the word that the opposite?
You don't have to say it, you just have to think it, because I can't hear you in there.
Okay,
yeah. So the idea behind the task is to get your brain sort of working in the language centers. So if you're thinking about antonyms, then different parts of your brain will light up, if that makes sense.
Right, okay,
and those are the pictures that I'll be taking and syncing the two computers together and then overlay them on top of each other. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if we show you what the antonyms looks like, all three tasks are quite similar in the way that they're set up. And there will be instructions at the beginning of each one to remind you. So when you see a word, think of another one with the opposite meaning and then press the button that you
Right, okay, yeah.
If you see a cross, it just means to rest.
Okay.
So if you don't mind saying some of them out loud, just so I know you get the gist of
it's stupid, yeah. Loud. Not solid, so that would be soft.
Some
smooth.
Of them are quite hard. That's just rest.
If all the going the same way, you push the button.
Right, so no press.
Opposite ways, don't press the button.
No press.
Yeah, no press, yeah. Press, because they're all going the same way. And again, yeah.
And then rest, and then I'll go back to the words.
Guilty, innocent, yeah. So don't say them, just think of them when they're in there.
Yeah, that's really more about movement. If you find yourself mumbling them, that's okay. It's just really important to keep your head as still as you possibly can so we can get some accurate results. Any tiny movements and some of the activation areas will be slightly off your structural scan.
Right,
if you see
okay,
what I mean. So it's really important to try to stay as still as you can. Right, so you seem to understand that one quite well. That's good.
So how long will the scan take?
So the antonyms one is the shortest. That one's only about 2 or 3 minutes of thinking of words. Then the next one that we're going to do is a verb generation. That one's about 3 or 4 minutes.
Yeah, okay.
And then the final scan is you'll have some structural scans. So the final task is a picture naming task. which I'll show you in a minute. That
Yeah.
one's a bit longer than the other two, so that one lasts about 6 or 7
Yeah, that's
minutes.
fine. Yeah. Yes.
So overall, that plus 2 structural scans and a DTI, you'll be in the scanner about half an hour.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, does that sound alright?
Yeah, that's cool.
So if we look at...
I know you guys got to do it, so you know, I'll just do what you tell me, and
bless
yeah,
you.
that's the way it is.
They're quite accurate, and it's good because we then give the map to the surgeon.
Yeah.
Who can look at the different areas that your specific brain. So every human brain is slightly
So
different.
when he's doing the surgery, he'll know that
he'll
map
analyze
is.
it before, exactly.
Yeah.
So he'll know the different language areas of your brain. So
Yeah.
if your problem is in that general area, it's about where they can put the incisions or where the access into your brain during surgery, or if they need to avoid certain areas, or maybe...
Hence why he needs me awake if he's going to be
This
doing
is
it.
it. So he
then
has
do...
a general map of what we've done here today, and then
Yeah.
they do awake tests in the actual
Right.
surgery
Okay.
as
Cool.
well.
Yeah.
Which is where Mandy, you will meet Mandy eventually. She can't come today, unfortunately.
No, that's
because
fine,
we did
yeah.
this very, very quickly.
Yeah, I know. I only had my appointment
I
yesterday,
know
so
you
obviously
did.
straight in today.
We only
Yeah.
got your referral in, I think, yesterday afternoon,
Yeah.
and we had 2 cancellations today. So
No.
we thought, I'm going to get you in because I had somebody in before
Brilliant.
you as well.
Yeah, that's good.
But no, it was perfect timing in that respect, but not for Mandy. So you will meet with her.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
She likes to have it so that you guys, participants, don't have to
Yeah.
actually make other appointments. So
Yeah.
but she'll be doing the antonyms and the picture naming and other sorts of things just to assess your baseline language, and then
Yeah,
they
yeah.
compare that in surgery when you're awake with the maps that we provide. Does
Right.
that make
Brilliant.
sense?
Yeah. Brilliant.
Right, so this one is going to be the verb generation. With the verb generation, it looks exactly the same as the antonyms. You'll see a word on the screen,
Yeah.
and it will be a noun usually, and you just have to think of the verb that or the action that goes with the word that you see. For instance, if you see the word ball, you might think bounce. If you see the word chair, you might think sit.
Sit, yeah.
If you think
Yeah.
a musical instrument, some of
Play.
you said
What-
play.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you just have to think of the verb. When you think of it, same as the other one, you press the button in the scanner when you've thought of it. If
Right,
you can't
okay.
think of anything, it's not a problem at all. Just skip that one, another word will come
So
up.
every time I think of something, no matter what the test is press that button.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
Okay. Got
and
it.
if
Yeah.
you just miss one, because some of them are quite difficult to think of, opposites or verbs,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's not a problem at all. Just skip that one, go on to the next one.
Okay. Yeah.
And the next, I think you get 3 seconds per word to think of something.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, does that
Okay,
make sense?
yeah,
'Cause
that's
I'm not
fine, yeah.
testing your answers.
No,
either. I have
no.
idea what you're thinking.
It's the brain activity.
Exactly. So
Yeah,
even
yeah,
if
I
you
get
just
that.
think of a verb, it doesn't necessarily have to be with the object in front of you. That is almost just as legitimate. So.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
But you kind of see the idea of what we're trying to accomplish. Let's see. Here we go. And you'll get the slashes in the same direction and opposite again.
Yeah.
So yeah, same as a tea, you would think
Drink.
drink.
Yeah.
and press
Or
the button.
hot or whatever it is. Yeah.
You need to do that, yes.
Track. Yeah. Play. Strings. Roll. Cycle. Crumbs.
If you could think of the action rather than
Oh,
yeah,
open.
other notes, yeah.
Right,
So
yeah.
if you can think, if it was bread, you would think eat maybe,
Oh, right. Okay.
or cut or something. You know, like the action.
Yeah,
Instead.
okay, got you.
Try to do that. So that's no press. It's the same as before.
Yeah.
No press.
But it's always press if they're going the right way and don't press if they're going opposite ways. Right. Okay.
Yep. So that's a press,
Yeah.
and that's just you rest for a second, and then and then the word.
So
will
then
start
again would be bounce,
Yep.
ball, CD. You would play a CD.
There's a lot of play.
Shoe. Yeah.
Maybe wear.
Run.
Races run. Yeah.
Yeah. Umbrella. Rain or
Open.
open. Yeah.
Lick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get the general idea.
Yeah. I've got a general idea of that. So. Well, that was half an hour in the scanner. Yeah, that was a long half an hour. So they're going to analyse everything and then send it off to the surgeon, and then I have my appointment in a couple of weeks to find out what's going on, and then we go from there with it. So yeah, I'll keep you guys updated and let you know what happens. Cheers, guys.